what are you talking about? I was like, yo, like, this shit makes sense. And she was like, it's us. Yo, yo. Oh my God. Yeah, y'all. I'm really having some fucking body pains. Like, I took some pain medicine earlier. That shit is fucking wearing off, yo, man. This fucking that that plane trip, man, set me back. Like, I haven't even worked out once. Remember how, like, right before I went on the trip, like, I was all diesel, like I was real buff and shit. Like, I was like getting like the Arnold Schwarzenegger levels and shit. And then now all of a sudden, here I am, here I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this shit really did work on me though, man. All jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? So I'm, like I said, I'm gonna hurry up and get into this game and shit so we can check this out. Oh, yo, I would definitely collab with Nick, yo. Nick seems like a cool ass dude, yo. Like, seriously. And it's funny because, like, I just remember they had the basketball game where they all played in, and she was like calling me to get my feedback. And I remember, like, I didn't know who Nick was at the time, but I was just talking about how, like, I thought he actually played pretty good. But I just remember, like, it was like the way he was running, like his legs were just like it looked like some cartoon shit. And I just remember I said something to Cinna, and then next thing you know, Cinna like I thought it was just like a little father daughter joke. And then, you know, Cinna done put me on blast and all this other shit. I was like, oh shit, okay, all right. But like, yeah, but luckily, like I said, he's mad cool though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would be more than happy to do anything with him, yo, for real. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Smoking in my honor. It shit makes actually it does make me feel good. I ain't even gonna lie. What? You're attending the stalkers in Vegas? What? Damn, I ain't never had a stalker before. Yo, and look, I know this shit is fucking crazy, man, but me and Stoner were talking one day, and we were saying something about like stalkers and shit like that, and how like you know a lot of women have to be careful and shit like that, you know, and then next thing you know, I told her I was like, listen, I'm gonna confess, man. I was like, there's a little part of me that wants to. All right, hold on. Let's take this slow. Let's take it. There's a little part of me that like kind of wanted a stalker at times. Well, I'm not gonna say I wanted a stalker. Let's just say there was a time where I thought I had a stalker, and then when I realized I didn't have a stalker, I was a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed, man. So what happened? I remember like I just started getting these random text messages and shit talking about how like I was looking really good that day and this and that. And I'm just like, yo, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I really like it, all this stuff. And I'm like, this is weird, but it's like it's kind of touching. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, at the time, you know, I was talking to my homegirl Audrey on the phone a lot, and she lives down in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sniper, good look on the follow. Um, I was talking to Audrey a lot, and she lives down in Florida, and so I just remember like I would always talk to her while she was at work, and she had her coworker Kelly, and they were always side by side. Kelly would always be in the conversation too. You know what I'm saying? And then so when this stalker shit was going on, I'm telling them like, yo, I got this message. You know what I'm saying? The girl saying this and that, and like I don't know what to make of it. And I was like. They were like, you know, giving me their little opinions. But, you know, I was suspicious. The number that was texting me was a local 757 area code. But, like, for some reason, their energy, I was like, yeah, that shit's y'all. It's y'all. And I just remember, it's like, no, it's not us. And I was like, yeah, it's y'all. And you're like, no, it's not us. And so I remember, like, it got to the point where, like, she dropped one of them serious swears. Like, listen, like she even called me baby boy. Like it was one of those moments. It was one of those moments. She was like, baby boy, listen, you know what I'm saying? Da da da. Like, you know what I'm saying? I swear on our friendship and da 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 da. Like it was real deep. And I was like, yo, all right, because you said that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I truly believe you, you know what I'm saying? So, eyes went off of them, and now I'm on the case. I want to find out who my stalker is. And then they keep sending me these messages. And like I'm like picking up little clues in the messages, and I'm really putting pieces together. And all of a sudden I started to pinpoint like who I was thinking it was. And so like I remember I was hitting Audrey and them up while they were at work, and I'm giving them the updates, and all of a sudden I'm telling them like, yo, I'm starting to think I know who it might be. And I start telling them why, because they said this in that message. And then I just remember like Audrey was like, okay, stop. You're sounding stupid. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, yo, like this shit makes sense. And she was like, it's us. Yo, I was upset, man. I was really upset. And like, I was upset at the fact that like, yo, you swore on our friendship. Like on some real shit. Like, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, there was that part of me that was like, it's just y'all. There's no real girl that's seeing me every day is liking my fits, and it's not really happening. That's not happening. This is just y'all. Like, yeah, that shit was fucking crazy, man. That was upsetting. So since then, like I said, I've been on the fence. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want a stalker. You know what I'm saying? Because stalkers get excessive. You know what I'm saying? I just want a little infatuation. You know what I'm saying? I just want somebody to be on my nuts, damn it. That's all. That's all. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nah, I got a couple on them. I think I got a couple people on my nuts. Oh, yo, Mia, yo. I know your pains when it comes to some skin issues. Like, so that's my main issue is like, I have hidradenitis suppurativa. It's a very aggressive autoimmune condition. It's fucking me up really bad for years. And I got in a clinical study, and they were able to curb it and calm it down. And now I just have these issues, these hiccups. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good for the most part, but when I do stuff like fly on the plane and shit like that, especially sitting in them sardine seats, man, like it really fucks me up. So I've been having a hard week, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I definitely get your pain. Because like with me, you know, from different flare-ups and things that I've had scar tissue, and some of my scar tissue is internal. And so that being said, like, you know, what I describe as tailbone pain isn't even my tailbone. It's just internal scar tissue pressing on certain areas and shit like that. So that's why I saw one of y'all said something about the pillow. The pillow will take some of the edge off, really, it will. But ultimately, when I am going through this, a lot of times it's just best for me to like try to get off my butt and just, you know what I'm saying, kind of lay in the bed, chill. That's why like there was that time, yo, Lurg Moggs. Good look on the gifted. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I was butchering your name all night. Yeah, I'm sorry, really. But that's why, like, you know, there was that time when I took off, you know what I'm saying, and I wasn't streaming because, you know, my shit will not only fuck with my body and cause me pain, but sometimes it'll, you know, cause my face to act up and break out. So I remember, you know, some of y'all that are newer probably, you know, weren't here when I just kind of disappeared for a week. And I was really feeling some type of way about the way I was looking, the way I was feeling. And then I just remember I was like, you know what? No, as a matter of fact, I wasn't gone for a week. I remember I was just off for like 2 days that time. And it was because as I was going through that, I just was like, you know what? I can stay in the shadows or I can address this head on. And so I just remember that's when, you know, I addressed it with chat, you know, let everybody know what I have going on. So this way there's not only an understanding of like why sometimes I can't sit in this seat. Something as simple as sitting in this seat is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't realize it'd be the simplest things sometimes when your body's acting up and you got skin conditions, muscle conditions, things like that. Like it can make the simplest task like, very hard. Um, so, like I said, I put myself out there, like I said, not only for the understanding of you guys knowing what I may be going through. And like when it comes to my face, like I just said, fuck it. I just push through. Unless I'm looking super fucking crazy. But like with the rest of my body, like I said, sometimes I can't fight through. And that's why, I try to be consistent with when I'm going to be on and stuff like that. But sometimes it's a little hard because of shit like this. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, even besides y'all understanding me, a big thing for me to come on here and address it was because I know that there's people in the chat that do have skin issues and other issues. And, sometimes when you go through that stuff, you really tend to suffer in silence. And, a lot of people aren't, really crybabies like, oh, let me go out and get a bunch of pity and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like you just kind of deal with the daily pain, and a lot of times you can feel alone. You know what I'm saying? And look at the camera. It's hard for me to look at the camera. I don't know. But so that's like I said. I wanted to bring it up and address it because I wanted to also let people know, like even if you don't go through what I go through, and I can't necessarily give you the advice that's going to help you deal with what your ailments. At least you know that you don't suffer alone. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us out here that go through different shit, man. And it sucks. It really does. I got some good friends that I watch struggle with different things. Like me, I struggle with my shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm just the kind of person where, like, I always know that, like, no matter what the fuck I got going on right now, there are people that would love to have my problems versus what they're going through. And so I always remind myself of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, times can get stressful and shit like that, but there's always a silver lining, you know what I'm saying? And there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Any negative feeling that you have is always temporary, man. Like, no matter how solid it seems in the moment, man, it's always temporary. That's what's up, man. Yeah, and yeah, because like my father, he actually had to have all of his teeth removed at like a young age and stuff like that, man. And I remember, yeah, he struggled with that too. Is it like I said, it's really hard to go through this world and not be fucked up in some way or another. It's crazy, man. Like, and I don't, naturally as I get older and this beard, has it used to be salt and pepper. Now it's just a bunch of salt. But so, as this beard has gotten solidly gray and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even that old, but it's like at my age, man. I don't know too many people that don't have something wrong with them, and even if I don't know it, they got something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the way of life. You know what I'm saying? When you get to a certain age, man, it's like you go through this world and you worry about the streets and the dangers in the streets, getting mugged, robbed, killed, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, it's like it's your body. It's your body. A lot of times that'll be the one that'll do you in. It'll be your body. Like, damn, you gonna let me make it to the finish line? You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna come with some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it be your fucking body, yo. And I was just having a conversation with my brother too, because my brother's dealing with some shit right now. So I'm not gonna put all his business out there, but you know what I'm saying, he had to go into the ER. Luckily he's all right now, but he might have to have some surgery. So prayers and shout outs to my brother Dr. Chickens and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we were having a conversation because we were talking about the fact that like I'll drink some, and he's like, well, yeah, man, I'm hoping this and that, you know what I'm saying? Because I just, I don't want you to be drinking. And I'm like, I feel you. And I was like, and I'm not even going to make the argument for drinking. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm definitely not going to do that. I was like, but we live in a world where a lot of people live a certain lifestyle because it's like, I'm not doing, I don't drink, I don't do this next, I'm gonna be healthy, and da, 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 you know what I'm saying, and then be dead at 55. And then you got motherfuckers that just slam bottles, you know what I'm saying? Throw up gas in the air, you know what I'm saying? And be 104 years old, skin leathery as a motherfucker and shit, but they here. And so, like, it's hard to say. It's like there's no real rhyme or reason on how to live and what your body is going to deal you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I kicked it with this girl for a few months. And then we had parted ways, but we were still cool. And so I remember some time went by, and she hit me up out the blue. I hadn't talked to her in a while. And as soon as we get on the phone, she's in tears. She's already tearing up and stuff. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And she tells me that her father, who has always lived pretty healthy, according to her, you know what I'm saying, he's never a cigarette smoker. He had just a couple months prior been diagnosed with lung cancer. And they were all confused as to how he got lung cancer. But within a matter of months, this guy went from what she just, because I never met her dad, but he went from what she described as like big, strong guy and stuff like that to all of a sudden he couldn't eat in a room with lights on. They had to like turn the lights off. Then they had to start mushing his food up because he couldn't eat it whole and stuff like that. But it was like she was just describing this like super accelerated decline. And while at the same time telling me how, like, they're just blindsided because he's never done any of this bullshit. He never lived that life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. But, like I say, blessings to anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's going through anything. And, you know what I'm saying, prayers for you. And, like I said, is stay strong. Stay as strong as you can. Yo, Fluffy, good look on the raid, man. Fluffy coming through like a raider. Fluffy stormed. He stormed us. Fluffy, we're storming the hoodies. It came in right when I was just getting us all depressed, bro. Now you coming in trying to get us all happy again. Nah, that's what's up, man. Oh, you 4 away from 200? Oh, yeah. We'll get you in there with the follow. I will definitely look for you. Damn right, man. That's what's up, yo. Fluffy's my man, yo. Fluffy a cool ass dude. I really am upset that I'm not going to DreamCon and meeting Fluffy in person. Like, honestly, I really am. That's something I wish was happening. Oh, damn, Nikolai, that's a dope emote, bro. Where you get that from? Where you get that? What up, Alloy? How you doing? So y'all got in here, we were just having a deep discussion. Like, we were just talking some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I won't go back into it. It's on the VOD. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what up, Slate Wall? Yeah, I've been good. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a lot of pain. I've been pushing through. Yo, Zine, good look on the follow. I really appreciate that. He said, what am I smoking? Gas. Some shit. Now, this isn't the L Orange. So, a coworker of mine just gave me 2 different types to try. One of them. All right, so one of them's L Orange 4. The other one is. Okay, this label's a little bit different. Don't think I'm gonna find it. Hold up. Night Out Haze. Pretty cool. But the L Orange, phenomenal. The taste is just like, wow. Like, for real, wow. But yeah, so for those of y'all that just came in, we did run through a game called Maneater, where you get to be a shark, and I was feeling bad. I was really hurting some people. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna have to digest that later on and shit. really digest it because I ate them motherfuckers, man. Yo, where do I be coming up with this shit, man? I was like, oh, man, like that was clever. I had to go back and clip that shit. Nah, but so we ran through that, and then we got this other game that I want to check out. You know what I'm saying? We're racing the clock though because my tailbone has been steadily crumbling underneath me, so to speak. And shit. So I'm in a lot of pain. Took a flight the other day that like really fucked me up. So we are gonna run through this game real quick. We're gonna get into it. He said, "Why am I such? Why does everybody say that? Why does everybody say I'm so happy? Angry." Yo, no, because I was just telling. Yo, buddy, good look on the follow. I was just talking the other day about how I went to a convenience store, and when I walked in, the lady was like, she's like, you know, I wish everybody was as happy as you. And I was like, really? Me? And she was like, yeah. She was like, because not everybody comes in here. Like, you're always happy and in a good mood. And then I was like, oh, thank you. And then next thing you know, I go from there to a service call, and dude, at my service call, it's like, you know, Will, every time I deal with you, it's always pleasant. And I'm like, yo, man, that's nice. I was like, but y'all really getting on my fucking nerves, man. I'm not a nice guy. Not. I'm angry. I'm one of those guys that laughs and smiles when I'm angry. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's this shit he gave me, man. He gave me some happy weed and shit. Yo, Ivory, good look on the follow, yo. Nah, but look, I will say this, man. You know, I have my moments, of course, like everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always happy. But generally speaking, man, like I try to find the small joys in life, yo, and it's really not much to be upset about. Like, honestly, you know what I'm saying? You said hide the pain. It's part of it. I don't know. Well, put it like this. I don't really feel like I do. I think at one point, because I feel like I'm very candid. You know what I'm saying? And like when I'm going through stuff, like I'm open about it. Like there's times where like I've told Stoner or Nick, you know what I'm saying? I'll let them know like, yo, like I can't stream tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. So when y'all see me, a lot of times y'all are gonna see me on the better side of things. You know what I'm saying? There are some days where I'm like, you know, I'm just worn out and shit. And it's not necessarily that I'm like down on life or like, you know, my attitude is different. It's just that I'm not as upbeat. Like I feel like when I come on here and stuff like that, like I like to be really upbeat. Like I was really liking when I was hitting them damn. Yeah, I was having them shroom streams and shit, but I don't know about the shrooms, man. I was talking to chickens, and I told them, man, like the shrooms really opened up some things for me as far as like reestablishing like some self-esteem, because I was like, damn, like I would always just feel like so cool when I came down, and I was like, yo, this is me like back before I started getting depressed and shit. And then I just remembered that me, and then it became a thing where I didn't always need to do the shrooms, and I just kind of refound me, and like that was a really good thing and shit, you know what I'm saying? But then I started having like these dumb moments. Started having like a bunch of like little idiot moments and shit, and it kind of bothered me. And I had thought something one day, and I didn't want to say it. And I never said it. And then next thing you know, when I was in Vegas, and I got the Uber ride to the Walmart, and I realized that I didn't have any cards or anything to pay for the shit at the Walmart because I left it all in my shorts, the other shorts at the hotel. When that moment happened, I remember I was on the phone with Stoner, and she was just like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. She's like, you've been having a lot more of these moments, like ever since you fuck with the shrooms. And I was like, I know. It's like, and whenever I would eat the shrooms, one key defining moment of when I would know they kicked in is like I would be looking at a screen, and all of a sudden I would start seeing like these little like kind of paisley patterns and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just knew at that point, like, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Well, haven't done shrooms in a while, but I'll still see those paisley patterns sometimes. And so I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? You say you didn't feel anything? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild, yeah. Cause I like, I'll definitely feel them. At least the joints that my brother does, like, you know what I'm saying, like the ones that he slid to me. I shouldn't even say that. but them shits is crucial, man. And like I said, it's a good ride and all that. And there are the benefits, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, like that kind of lingering shit, you know what I'm saying, kind of bothers me. So then next thing you know, I was talking to my brother and like I mentioned something to him. I was like, yeah, man, I don't even know if I can follow them joints, man, because you know what I'm saying. I was like, I've been dumb lately, and I told him about the little paisley shit. And he was like, oh yeah, for real, for real. And I could tell he didn't really know where to go with it. And then he was just like, well, you got to remember though, like when you took those, like you unlocked a new section of your mind. I stop trying to spin this like this is a good thing, nigga. Like it was some higher plane shit. Like no, nigga, I'm fucking hallucinating. Like I'm hallucinating when I'm just trying to watch TV and shit. Like I'm seeing Paisley and it's not there. Like come on, it's not a fucking higher plane, yo. No. So yeah. So like I said, I'm not anti, but I just don't know where I'm at with it right now. I don't know. Said shiitake. Yo, shiitake's are good as a motherfucker. I like them. Shit take eye. Yes. Alright, so I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and check out this game. So this way I can go soak in a bath. This is fucking crazy. Yeah.